if you're watching this video right now, you're basically watching a televised practice. Not televised as in this is live streaming or anything like that, but this is a public way for me to practice speaking on camera. And I want to get better at that. And I thought, a lot of people don't do this. And I get it, I totally understand why. Talking on camera is a crazy, weird thing to do. And I used to hate it. I used to be scared of it. I'm still not comfortable on camera, but that's why I'm practicing and trying to get better. And here's one thought I had. A lot of people work out, right? For good reason. Working out is good for your body. It's healthy. Everyone should work out. But a lot of people don't work out other things. So people will spend an hour a day in the gym. Maybe they're running on a treadmill, lifting weights, just the regular stuff. And again, that's totally good. Such a great thing to do. But do they spend any amount of time practicing talking on camera? You might be thinking to yourself, what? Talking on camera? Like, who cares about that? Like, why do you want to learn how to talk on camera? I'm not some kind of TV actor or television personality. Like, why do I care about that? Well, I'll tell you why. Everyone has to learn how to talk on camera at some point, right? I mean, you would agree with me that talking in general is an important thing, but we get practice with that every day. We wake up, we talk to people, we get some level of practice. So we have some kind of baseline of how to do that. But where you might be wrong is, oh, if I can talk to people in real life, talking on camera, it's just gonna be kind of the same thing. I'm just gonna talk and just pretend that the camera is a person. It's actually totally different. It's a skill like anything else, and it's crazy weird at first, and it still is weird. So I say, why not practice that? Because I'm sure you talk to the camera sometimes, especially in this day and age, post-COVID. People are on Zoom. You might do a video call, a video interview, stuff like that. But for me, it helps me think on my feet. So being on, or being facing the camera and knowing that I'm being recorded, everything gets elevated. So now you're on the stage, basically. You're performing. You're in this brain mental space where you're in a performing mindset. And so it's almost like you have to be clutch, right? You have to perform and do things even when you know everyone's looking at you and depending on you, stuff like that. And this helps me a lot when I'm just talking in real life. Like when I'm talking to a waiter or I'm talking to a clerk. I'm just talking to them and they're looking at me and I feel a little bit of pressure, or I'm talking for a table like, oh, hey, yes, we would like waters all around. Please bring the appetizers out, blah, blah, blah. This is very, very normal stuff. But I just find that now that I'm practicing speaking on camera, I feel more confident doing that kind of stuff in real life. And I can just feel myself being more confident, more charismatic, just more relaxed. And people can tell, and all this stuff is subconscious. When people see that you don't know what you're doing, so you might order something, you're like, oh yeah, this and this. You might have filler words, you might show them that you're thinking about things and you're not sure of yourself. You might still be saying the same words, but just the vibes that you give off are totally different. Whereas if you're doing this and you feel totally at ease, like you've done this a million times, and it's just like totally smooth, then you can see that someone might just subconsciously think, oh yeah, this guy, he's well put together. He knows what he's doing. He is legit, you know? So it's just a very subconscious thing. And I don't say that to brag or anything like that, because obviously I'm doing this because I'm trying to get better, right? If you see like some guy that's out of shape at the gym and he's working out and he's saying, oh yeah, working out is great. He's not trying to say that he's buff or jacked or has a great body. He's just saying that he recognizes that this is a great thing. that, okay, I'm not there yet. I'm not there at being good at talking on camera. I'm not there at being smooth in person. If you know me in real life, I'm super awkward. I don't, my real life, how I talk in real life is not how I talk on camera. Not that I'm trying to be fake or inauthentic or anything like that. This is just talking on camera is so weird. And the way I try to present myself on camera is not how I present myself in real life. So how you see me on camera is different than how you see me in real life. And that's just me trying to adapt to the medium. And I think if you have never talked to a camera before, you might not know what I'm talking about. But if you do, you would know what I'm talking about. Is that when that light turns red and comes on and you're like, what I do, I'm totally unnatural. I have no idea. It's great to practice. And a lot of times as I'm watching my videos back and editing them, I start to kind of make a mental note of things I want to get better at. Just off the top of my head, try and breathe into my mouth more, because breathing through my nose sounds disgusting. Try not to touch. These are my nervous tics. Pushing on my glasses, because these glasses are a little bit annoying. Kind of a story for another day, but they kind of roll down my nose because I don't like having nose pads, so I have to deal with these. Anyway, so pushing on my glasses, touching my shirt like this, looking off into the distance. So instead of looking at the camera, I'm always like looking around when I'm thinking. So I need to do a better job just looking at the camera while I'm thinking, and just calibrating my expressions and how expressive my gestures are. Like maybe this is too much. I'm very self-conscious about my eyebrows, like just how I use my eyebrows, stuff like that. And self-conscious about my smile. I don't have a great smile. I don't have amazing teeth, just the way it is. But I know smiling on camera is something that you have to do. Or just smiling in life in general. I need to smile more in real life. So just trying to smile more in real life. I don't know the best way to do that is. It's just try to force a smile. Filler words is another thing. It's very hard. It's just a natural thing to fill in space. Likes, stuff like that. See, like right now I'm looking off into the distance. I need to be looking at the camera. But I still get intimidated by the camera. I'm looking at the camera. I feel like even though I'm not looking at a person, I feel like I'm staring too much into the camera. So all these things that I'm trying to improve on how I speak. I trip over my words a lot. I don't know how to enunciate sometimes. So you notice that I try to say stuff like a lot or test. Like I would have to consciously try to hit that enunciated syllable, but in my head I'm like, I don't know if that sounds natural. It sounds like I'm trying too hard to say all the letters. But if I don't do that, then it sounds like I'm just kind of slurring my words, like I'm just talking like a I don't know what we call it, where people just don't say the end of the words like rappers do. I would love to talk like that. That's just how I naturally talk, right? That k at the end. This is how I naturally talk. But now I have to try to put those little things in. This is back in the day when I used to. Might not notice about me. I used to rap on just through a microphone. I used to rap, and I noticed that if I don't hit those syllables right, it's just not going to show up, especially when there's a beat playing in the background. So anyway, all this to say is, if you dedicate yourself to working out and you're building up your body, why not build up other things as well? You can still work out, but in some ways, it's like, if you're working out, you're trying to, not all the time, a lot of times you're working out to get healthy, but if you're working out to impress people, or maybe not to impress people, that sounds like a kind of scummy way to say it, but like just to come off better and present yourself better to people, why not work out, and do other stuff, right? You might be looking at me and be like, well, you talk so much about presenting yourself better. Why don't you comb your hair? I get it. You're right. I don't present myself well on camera, especially in the way I look. Like I need a haircut. My hair doesn't look great. I don't look great. But I don't care because, like I said in the past, in other videos, I've mentioned this. I'm a one-man show. I just do this as a hobby. I don't expect this really to get any traction. I always say if YouTube decides to ban my YouTube channel and just delete all my videos, at least I'll have this practice. At least I have these videos, at least in my memory. Just like I made many rap songs in the past. I don't listen to them anymore. No one ever hears about them anymore. They're basically gone. But those lessons I learned while speaking through the microphone, now I want to do that through the video medium as well. So me learning how to talk better through a microphone, it was valuable. And now trying to do that through a video and audio, because audio is part of it. It's another thing I'm trying to practice on. And making videos, for me, I'm kind of going on a tangent here, it's just a fun way for me to express myself. It's just fun. I mean, hobbies, you don't really need anything, you don't need a better reason than that, right? You can just do it because it's fun. You can draw because it's fun. You can make music because it's fun. You can build a motorcycle because it's fun. You don't need to have any real accomplishments, anything impressive to show people. You just do it, and you might learn some things along the way. You might learn how to use tools better, or how to develop your motor skills and find movements and get your painting just right and everything. But that's not really the primary reason. Having fun is the primary reason. So yeah, I think you get my point. So I'll end this video with just a word of encouragement. Practice the things that will bear fruit. We talk every day, and practicing talking, especially talking to the camera, and then which will also improve talking in real life, will just have so many benefits that you will see every single day. And I think that's a pretty compelling reason to do it.